Good day, neighbor. I am so glad you stopped by. Today, I'm going to be talking about growing thyme. Now, is thyme an annual or a perennial? In my area, it's a perennial, but make sure and check your zones to see if it's a perennial in your area. It just depends on how it grows in your area. Now, is this easy to grow from seed? Because I keep talking about planting seeds. It's easy. Well, how easy is it? Yes, this is very easy to grow from seed. And the germination time from germination to harvest is between 14 to 28 days. I start my seeds indoor and I can harvest up to 28 days later. Now, in most areas of the United States, this is a perennial, which means it does come back. So I planted the seeds and now I'm going to put them in the garden. So I'm going to transplant them. How much do I water them to make sure that I water enough, but not too much? I do it every 10 days, 1 inch at a time. If it's very hot, I make sure and check it every 5 days. I don't want my plants to die, but I don't want to drown them. So in my garden, I need to pick out a spot to put this. Okay, you need well-drained soil in full sun. They can be grown in pots or containers or raised beds or even grow bags. They're not too picky. They're easy to grow. If you have very harsh summers, they will tolerate partial shade, but they like to have up to 10 hours of sun each day. The plant lasts, since it's a perennial, approximately 3 to 4 years, and then you would need to plant more. It is a member of the mint family. It can be invasive. I plant this in an area that I don't care if it runs and takes over a certain area. So thyme. People saw at times, no pun intended, use this as a ground cover. So is it a good ground cover? Actually, yes, it's a very good ground cover. Or if you have an area that you don't want to mow very often, you can plant this. And once it takes over, you won't have to mow it down very often. You can plant this herb in between rocks and stones on a wall. You can plant it if you have railroad ties, retaining wall, whatever it may be. You can plant it in between there, and just to give it a nice finished look, and also be able to go out and harvest your herbs. Well, I am so glad you stopped by. And if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. And in the comments below, tell me if you're growing thyme. Tell me what you used it for. Have you used it as a ground cover? Or even a pseudo lawn? That would be nice. You wouldn't have to worry about too many things. Again, I welcome my subscribers back, and I welcome my new subscribers to my channel. On this channel, I talk about being self-sufficient, being frugal, of course gardening, and many other things. I even slip some cooking videos in there to use all the things I'm going to be growing. So I hope you stop by again. It was great seeing you, and I wish you great gardening.